Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Bag of Chips. Get it? It's a bag of chips in a bag filled with chips. Bag of Chips is a game published by Blue Orange Games, designed by, now these appear to be French names. We've gone over this. I'm not good with language, barely speak English. But this is designed by Matthew Aubert and Theo Riviere. I could be wrong. I do apologize if I get that wrong. Plays 2 to 5 players, 15 to 20 minutes to play. And effectively what you're doing in this game is, it's basically a push your luck game. What you're going to be doing is you're going to get a hand of 6 cards that are going to be different ways to score on how chips come out of this bag. And then one player is going to pull out 5 chips. You're going to discard 2 of the cards. They're not going to score for you. Then you're going to pull out 4 chips. You're going to discard a card. Then you're going to pull out 3 chips. You're going to take 2 of your cards and put them on the positive side for plus points. 1 of your cards on the negative side. Then you're going to pull out 1 chip, then you're going to score. You're trying to get the highest points across your 2 positive cards. You're trying to put stuff that you don't think you're going to accomplish in the negative side because, if you do accomplish it, it's going to give you negative points. And you're just trying to have the highest score over some rounds to be the first player to get either 4 or 3 rewards, little tokens, to win the game. 3 in 2 player, 4 in every other player count. And that's it. So let's go down the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Bag of Chips, all set up for 3 players. Setup is really easy. You're going to get out the reward tokens. Get out the card that breaks down how many chips are in the bag. Shuffle the deck of cards. Deal each player 6, and then put out the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the table here. Put the chips in the bag. All right, now, the way this game works is whoever has the bag is going to be drawing 5 chips out of the bag. You can see 5 random chips. Then after that, everybody's going to discard 2 of their scoring cards. And scoring cards are going to look something like this. At the end of the game, if there are 4 purple chips, I can make that 140 points. If there's, purple chips, I'm worth 15 each. That's kind of good. If the last chip that's pulled out of the bag is an onion, 71. If there's an equal potato and onion, 25. Last chip is a chicken, 111. So like that. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to whittle these down to the ones we think we're going to score. And that'll make more sense in a little bit. But first thing, 5 chips, right? This bag's going to be a little loud. I apologize. I don't love it, but we'll make it work. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Then every player is going to take 2 of their cards and put them out of the game. So I get 8 cards per onion, or 8 points per onion. That's not bad. I want to kind of keep this one because maybe the chicken will be the last one pulled out. It's risky, but we'll try it. I'm going to keep that one because that's 140. Keep that one. So let's get rid of these 2. I'm going to discard these 2. Keep these in my hand. So when you discard, you just put them face down like that. All right. And then I'm going to randomly discard 2 from the other players just because to save some time. But again, they'll be doing the same things. They'll discard 2. They'll discard 2. All right, then we're moving on to card number 2. Now we're going to pull out 4 chips. Then we're going to discard another one. So 4 chips. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, then we take another card from our hand and discard it. So I have last chip is a chicken. 8 for every onion, which is not bad, but there's only 2 onions. 4 of these, which I don't think is going to happen. So let's get rid of that. And I'll keep these 3. I don't really like that either. Actually, let's get rid of this one because I'm scared. All right, then these will go down. They'll get rid of this one. They'll get rid of this one. All right, now we're going to pull 3 chips. All right, so we have 2 salt and vinegar, or no, whatever that is. I'm not sure what that is. Salt and vinegar, I think. And then a barbecue. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take these 3 cards that we have left, and we're going to put 2 on the positive side, 1 on the negative side. And what that's going to mean is, if I get 4 purples, I get 140 points. Plus, if there's every purple will be worth 15. But if I'm going to lose 8 for every one of these that's out. All right. So what I may want to do is put this 140 over here, banking that I'm not going to meet that goal, so it doesn't give me anything. As long as that doesn't happen, I don't lose 140. And I'll put these 2 over here, which I think is what I'm going to do. So you put those face down. I don't have a ton of room here, so these are their discards. Tuck those down here, and then I'll put 2 and 2 and 1. Their discards, and 2, 2, and 1. All right, so now everybody's ready for scoring. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pull 2 more chips out, but 1 at a time, because we need to make sure that we keep track of what the last chip pulled out is. Okay, so we'll pull out 2 more chips. 1. Last chip is, oh, it is chicken. I could have made 110 points. All right, then we'll flip our cards. So I flip my cards. For every, there weren't 4 of these, so that's basically nothing. So I don't lose any points. I get 15 for every purple, so I get 30. 8 for every green, that's 16, so I have 46 points. All right, so 46 points for me. Then they'll look at theirs. So let's get mine out of the way so we can actually spread this. So they're going to look at theirs. They have equal number of purple and yellow, which is not the case, so they don't score that one. Equal number of purple and green, which is the case, so they'll get 70. More chicken than purple, which is not the case, so they don't get that. So they have 70. So they're actually in the lead right now. They're in the lead with 70. I have 30, 46. And then they will come here, and 6 greens. There are not 6 greens, so we don't care about that. And then we have more chicken than red, which is not the case, so we don't worry about that one. And there is 1 of every color, so they have 1 point. So they win, so they get two of these reward tokens. I get second, so I get 1, and they get nothing because they're third. And that's how the game's going to play. You're going to play till someone has 4 reward tokens. I can't talk. And then after that, whoever has 4 is the winner. In a 2-player game, it plays the same, except if you win, you only get 1, and there's nothing for ties, no second. And you're going to play to 3. So similar. You want to play this with more players because it's way more fun. So that is how you play Bag of Chips. Let's go up the top. See what you think about it. All right, well, that was Bag of Chips. So let's talk about the components. We'll get back to this bag, but let's look at the components. So we have the reward tokens, just little cardboard chips with potato chips on them. These 4 cards here, which are pretty nice. They're the round tracker. They're nice cardboard. They actually tell you what's going on each of the 4 pools, which is really cool. Really nice quality. Rule book is a good rule book, but it's like one of these weird like folds, pamphlet style. I don't love that, but it tells you how to play the game, which is nice. And the cards are really nice. They're not limited finish or anything, but they're good quality. And this little tile that tells you the breakdown of all the cards in the game, which are the chips in the bag, which is really cool. The cards are really clear. They're going to have how they score. Then they're going to have a picture down here of what the scoring is, and they're going to have a picture up here. So if you have the cards in your hand, like this, again, right-handed display. So if you're left-handed, sorry, you can see quickly like how the thing is going to score. And one thing I didn't show you, which is really cool, is it didn't come up in the game, unfortunately, but it is this. There's an instant win or an instant lose card. If this is on your positive side and you meet that criteria, you automatically win. If it's on your negative side, but this happens to come out, you automatically lose the game. So I love these kinds of cards. I love it. But that's gameplay, but just wanted to show that to you. The components are really nice, except for the biggest part of it, which is the bag. And I get it. It's supposed to feel like a bag of chips. It's supposed to have that sound. It's supposed to be like you're reaching in here and you're pulling out chips, which are really nice cardboard quality. we were playing, and one of my friends thought, it'd be nice if they were like curved like an actual chip or like a Pringle or something or whatever. But again, they look cool. They got the flavors on them. That's barbecue, I believe. So the chips are really nice, but this bag, while I appreciate the packaging, I appreciate that it has like nutrition facts on the back, like a real bag of chips. It looks like a bag of chips. It's really hard to draw chips out of this thing. It's lined with like plastic, so it feels kind of like a baggie almost. So it's a little stronger than just a regular chip bag, which I do appreciate. But I don't like pulling chips out of this. I get it. It's part of the game. It's part of the fun. But I'm probably just going to substitute this out for like a regular black bag, because it's really hard to get your hand in there. Like, feels like I got my hand stuck in a bag of Pringles. If you've ever seen the movie Clerks, or that guy gets his hand stuck in a jar of Pringles. It's just hard to get them in there. It's hard to shake them up. I don't love that. But anyway, the rest of the components are fine. This is livable. It's playable. Could be just maybe a tad bit bigger or something. I don't know. But either way, that's the components. Now let's talk about the gameplay. This game, I love it so much. We played it twice, back-to-back 3-player game. And the first game, I only got one reward. Everybody else was dominating. Katie and Brandon were dominating. So I wanted to play it again immediately because I wanted to try to win. We played 2 rounds. I won both rounds, got 4 rewards, win the game. So it's so fast. It plays in, 10 minutes. It's lightning quick. The longest part is someone's going to, if you're going to have 6 cards and you're going to be thinking, man, which ones do I want to put down? You drew those 5 chips out. It could happen. It's 180 points. I'll put that down. Do I want to risk the instant win thing? No, I'll put that down. So that's the longest part of the game, is trying to figure out which of these cards you want to spend or keep in your hand for scoring. Outside of that, pulling the stuff out of the bag takes seconds, and then you're going to reveal, add up some math, which could be tricky. Some of the math can get a little, it's just addition and a little bit of multiplication, but if you don't like math in games, the whole scoring is just math, so keep that in mind. But I love this. I would honestly give this a higher rating if this bag wasn't in there, but I'm going to give this a BGG Accept the Seal. This is going to get a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Bag of Chips from Blue Orange Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.